Hello, I am Marisha, and welcome to the Card Makers Collaborative here on YouTube. I hope you're having a great day. Get ready to search your stash because we're about to create an adorable holiday scene card. Let's get started. To begin, I brought in Waffle Flowers Additional Squares die set, and I'm going to select the die that I'm going to use to create my fireplace. Using a piece of mint tape to secure the die to the cardstock, I'm then going to run it through the die cutting machine. I'm then going to select a smaller square. Once I secure it to the cardstock, I'm then going to run it through the die cutting machine, and there you'll have it, the beginning of our fireplace. Next, I'm going to bring in Sizzix 3D textured brick embossing folder. And I'm going to place the cardstock on the inside, and then I'm going to run it through the die cutting machine. Here is something I would like to share with you. Now, this piece right here, I sprayed with water, and the one on the left, I did not. Here's what could potentially happen if you're using 3D embossing folders. As you'll see right here, this cardstock cracked. So what I like to do is I will spray my cardstock with a mist of water just to loosen the fibers to potentially prevent cracking and tearing of the cardstock. For the mantle and the base of the fireplace, I brought in Elizabeth Craft Designs Christmas Door die set. I'm also going to select a few more dies from this set, as you'll see later on in this tutorial, that I'm going to use to create this scene for my card. Now it's time for some Distress Oxide blending, so I brought in Distress Oxides Tea Dye, Vintage Photo, and Hickory Smoke to add some shading to the fireplace. I'm going to use Lawn Fawn's Christmas Garland to add a garland to the fireplace. For the stockings, I'm going to use Scrapbook.com's Stacked Stocking Die Set. I'm also going to use Elizabeth Craft Designs Gnomes Die Set, and I'm going to use the beard as fire for the fireplace. I'm now bringing in my Copic markers to add some color and shading to my elements. Now you do have the option to die cut out of colored cardstock and either ink blend or oxide blend the colors to your cardstock. Or as you see right here, I'm just going to use my Copic markers to add some color to the cardstock. I want to encourage you that while you're creating your cards this holiday season, to shop your stash, see what you have there, and build from that. That's what I did. That was my inspiration for me creating this card. I wanted to create a fireplace scene, and instead of purchasing a die set, which there are plenty out there, I decided to shop my stash. So it is my hope that this tutorial inspires you to look and see what you have, look at your dies and your stamps from a different point of view, and see how you can use them to create your cards this holiday season. I'm adding the final touches to my fire for my fireplace, and once I'm done, it is on to the next step. Now it's time to build the card front. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere the mat to the card panel. And then from there, I'm going to bring in the elements to build my scene. So I'm bringing in the fireplace, the mantle, the fire, the garland, just to see where I'm going to position everything on this card. I'm then going to adhere the stockings to the mantle. And then from there, I'm going to adhere the garland. Once the garland is adhered, I'm then going to adhere the bow. And then from there, my mantle will be complete. I'm now going to adhere the back piece of the fireplace to the card front first. And then from there, I'm going to add some foam tape to the back of the fireplace because I want it to be dimensional. So as you see right here, I'm adhering that to the panel. And then from there, I'm just going to continue to build this scene. So next, I'm going to add the fire to the fireplace. I want it to be dimensional as well. So I decided to add foam tape to the back. And then I'm going to add the base to my fireplace. And then from there, the wreath. And then I'm going to adhere the card front to my card base. My card base is an A2 standard sized top folding card. And then next, I'm going to embellish the card. I brought in some red embellishments that I'm going to add to the wreath and the garland. And then off camera from the gnome die set, I decided to add some presents to this scene. And there you have it, a super easy holiday scene card that I created just by searching my stash. Thank you so much for joining me on today for the Card Crafters Collaborative here on YouTube. Don't forget to check out my other crafty friends' projects as well. I will list and link their pages below. Also, don't forget to subscribe, click the thumbs up button and the notification bell. All of the products that I used in this tutorial are listed and linked below. I'm sending you love and a whole lot of hugs. Have a wonderful holiday season. Until next time, please take care.